What's going on, guys? Marcus from Wall Street Assassins back at it again with another video. Bringing to you the S&P 500, aka the SPY over here. You can see that we're basically going sideways at that 454.53 price point over here. We basically had a pullback. Basically, the stock was very overbought and we hit a low over here. It seems like we're trying to basically bounce over here. I think a break above 451.90, we could see a run up towards the previous high of 454.53. If not, and we keep on rejecting this 452, 451 area, I think we could basically have a nice drop from the 449 down towards probably the SMA, but let's say 450, 446 over here. And that's pretty much the outlook over here on the 180 day. Jumping over towards the 20 day over here, you can see that we do have some type of resistance. We have the SMA, we have the EMA line acting as resistance on the way up. That 451, 452 area, definitely need to watch it to see if we could break above it for that continued uptrend. If not, we could possibly see a reversal on this one. A few stocks I want to watch today is going to be Tesla, right? So Tesla had a nice run up. We basically called this out yesterday for the run up from 743 to 750, and we're sitting at 757 right now, but it hit a high of 760 yesterday. So definitely want to watch Tesla to see how it reacts. As you guys know, Tesla basically has been on a downward trend, and it looks like a giant cup and handle pattern at this point. So definitely want to watch to see if the momentum keeps up. Want to watch to see if we break yesterday's high of 760. I think once we break 760, if we look back, we went as high as 777 before. If I just extend this line over to the left, you can see we hit a high of 777 before. It's a little bit more on the overbought side, so definitely want to be cautious with Tesla right now, especially after its recent run up. It's been running up actually since the 3rd of this month, and you can see we basically had a nice little run up. So if we do start to have a pullback, the break of 752, then we could start getting down towards 746 on Tesla. Next one I want to talk about is Apple. So Apple, looking at it on the 20-day, we had this basically ascending triangle pattern over here where we broke out, squeezed up to 157, and there's basically a lot of excitement about the new iPhone and a lot of technology that's coming out of Apple right now, leading to this overall uptrend. As you guys know, Apple, if we look at it on a long-term basis, on the 180-day 4-hour chart over here, you can see Apple was basically going sideways for some time, breaking out of its shell over here. So you want to see if this momentum continues on Apple. So watching today on Apple, I want to see a break above 157.26, which is yesterday's high, to a push of 158. Apple really doesn't move too much, but if we do get that move, that would be great. Other than that, if we do start to pull back, because we do have a peak over here and we kind of pull back over here, very overbought over here. If we start to pull back, a break of 156 down towards 155 on Apple. So keep an eye on Apple. Nice movement coming into this stock right here. Next one I want to talk about is Netflix. So Netflix, another one, kind of like the same Apple situation, where if we look at it on a long-term basis, Netflix has basically been going sideways and we're kind of breaking out over here. So we definitely want to watch to see what happens. Massive run up over here since last month on the 16th. It went from the lows of 517 and we're basically sitting at around 600, 613 level was the high from yesterday. So want to watch to see if this momentum continues. You can see we hit a high over here. Typically, it looks like a nice little trend where it's hitting highs. Let me clear some of these lines over here. It's hitting highs over here and basically pulling back, hitting highs and pulling back. So let's see if that trend continues over here. So definitely want to watch Netflix for the break of yesterday's high, that 613. I think we could start possibly pushing up towards the 620, 625 levels. If not, and we start pulling back, jumping back over towards the 20-day chart over here, I think a break below 604, 604 has been some type of support yesterday. So I want to see if we break that towards the downside, and I think we could start touching around 594 over here on Netflix. Last but not least, PayPal. So PayPal actually has news today, right? You can see it's already running up. You can see it's basically hitting the 20-day highs over here. So jumping over towards the 180-day, You can see basically we're hitting highs over here on the 20-day and the 180-day. We're sitting at a previous resistance level at that 296 level. So we need to break 296 before we can start pushing up towards 300. The news is they announced that they acquired Paidly Paidly. Forgive me if I'm saying it wrong, but they acquired a new company for 2.7 billion. So we want to see if that's going to basically bring some excitement into the stock. You could already see there's a lot of buying taking place right now. So we want to watch to see if it breaks that 296, 290, 297 levels, push towards 300, maybe even higher. If not, and the stock starts to run out of steam, sometimes people want to sell the news. On the break of 291, we can start dropping down towards 286. So keep a watch for PayPal. So that's going to be it. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Stay tuned for the next video. Hopefully you guys all have a great trading day, and I'll see you guys later.